We have a cartridge box here that would carry, of course, the ammunition that soldiers would use. Cartridges look like this. The powder and the bullet, which would have been a .58 caliber Minier bullet, which is a conical shaped bullet with edges chipped in onto the bottom of it, and powder, of course, with a crease that you can easily tear with your front and top teeth, and then pour into the top of the barrel and then ram it home with your rammer. So soldiers like that had to fire about 3 of those per minute to be considered an effective soldier in the fighting force, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a whole elaborate setup. I have the cartridge box. Cap boxes like these would hold your percussion caps. And of course, I also have a bayonet. This bayonet is original. The rifle is a repro, however. But the bayonet, of course, you could affix to the top of the muzzle right here and use the rifle as a piercing weapon, as well as, of course, the ranged weapon that you would fight with at a distance.
I was talking to Kimmy over here about the topic of alcohol, and I was telling her that I have a sneaking suspicion that my ancestors, I just have this feeling that they were huge alcoholics. People came here to escape, religious oppression. But to me, it seems like maybe there's something a little more than that going on in their minds of the people that would come here. I think a lot of them just want to be left alone to do the things that they wanted to do. And also, you got to be kind of either like half crazy to cross the ocean like that, or drunk.
Of course. Got tons of equipment to show off here, so it's good that, I have a place to store it on this table, of course.
How many pounds is that gun, may I ask?
The rifle is about 11 pounds.
Okay.
It's about, I'd say, 3.5 feet in length, and the bayonet is an additional 3 pounds and adds an additional 2 feet to, of course, the length of the barrel and the rifle in full when you were to affix it, of course, to the front of the rifle. It doesn't sound too heavy, but if you're holding this with additional poundage of equipment like haversacks, canteens, belts, knapsacks, and backpacks, and things like that, it gets very draining for soldiers.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's very tough from time to time, but such was the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you take the sword and slice up pretzels with it?
What's that?
Can you take the sword and slice pretzels up with it?
Probably not. A triangular bayonet like this, it wouldn't be good for pretzels. It would be good for kebabs, I suppose.
All joking aside, there's nothing funny about being turned into a giant shish kebab. Even George Washington, in his writings, once referred to a bayonet as one of the few ways to get the attention of some of his men. Quite literally, to have a bayonet pointed at their face. Otherwise, they lacked any real sense of impending danger.
Because, of course, it's a triangular bayonet, so the only part that's sharpened is the very tip of it. If you want to try touching that, you can see for yourself.
That is like really sharp. I'm surprised they didn't use this as itself as a weapon instead of putting it in a gun.
Well, they could. They could use this if they had to.
I'm serious, because that thing goes through your heart, you're done.
Well, you could. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Here, let me fix bayonets here.
Just to save time, that's what I'm saying. Just forget the loading, just go shoot.
There you go. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you do this.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yep.
You can do a lot of damage with a bayonet like this.
Yeah, you can.
Bayonets are still a reality today, rarely being used, of course, but they're used, of course, affixed to certain weapons in contemporary war for close hand-to-hand fighting, if that ever, happens. But bayonets like these were a staple in 17th, 18th, and 19th century warfare because of the tactics and the technology that were used during that 200, 300 period history of warfare itself. You use these, again, because of the formations and the technology that accompany them.
Wow.
Yep. The bayonet, more to the point of this, bayonet wounds were quite rare because when you think of a bayonet like this, it's not per se a weapon of fighting. It's more so a psychological weapon, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
Because when you see a large line of riflemen with bayonets affixed to their pieces coming at you, that is very damaging, psychologically speaking. And a lot of times, charges would just consist of a general advance and the other force fleeing the field. It's not about dealing damage with these, it's about gaining ground and using them to take ground and take positions.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's more psychological.
That is fascinating. That stuff though, I didn't know. So,
Yeah,
like,
that is cool.
we're helping the people. We're helping the public understand, these historical topics a little bit better.
I applaud you.
Yeah,
I applaud you both.
Thank you.
Misconceptions. So, more about pretzels.
What?
What about us? We're big, brown, and salty, rarely faulty. We'll find out more about my kind when the time comes. For now, let's just focus on the Pretzelverse. And remember to keep shining. Keep doing that thing that you do, that special thing. That special thing that it is that you do that makes you shine, and I'll do mine.